All right, so it is time. So today I'm gonna be talking about the top 10 vintage sports card sales of the week. Most of these are on eBay. And first one is the 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle PSA 9. This card sold for $22,000, which seems to be a ridiculous price. And I mean, you should just keep in mind that many of these vintage cards, I mean, even if you get a PSA 4, eventually these cards are going to be worth that much, like Bill Russell, Jim Brown. I know baseball is going a ways up, but pretty soon you're going to still see the same thing in basketball and football and even soccer. The pop report for the Mickey Mantle is 354 for a PSA 4. There are only 9 PSA 9s and 110. And just for like price distribution, a PSA 6 actually sold for $34,000 on the 13th. And also on the May 31st, a PSA 7 sold for $71,000. And next up is 1980 O-Pee-Chee Mark Miser PSA 10. Pop count for this card is 40, and it sold for $24,500. That is, I believe, a new record. I remember one of these selling for $5,000 probably a couple years ago or a year ago. And this card has dramatically increased in value, very low pop count. And we're starting to see hockey now, as far as guys who are the GOATs and closer to vintage players. Their cards are really starting to go up and really outpace most of football and basketball as far as percentage-wise of increases. All right, so next is 1958 Topps Jim Brown PSA 8. This sold for $28,800. This card I think is extremely underpriced. The pop count is 197. There's only 5 higher, no PSA 10s, so there's only 5 PSA 9s. This card is a beautiful looking card. And then there have been some prices of PSA 9 selling for $336,000. So much more, but it has a much smaller pop count, and it's almost impossible to find anything higher than this. All right, so next up is we have 1951 Bowman Whitey Ford rookie, card number 1, PSA 8. These cards number 1s are normally worth a lot of money because or the last number in the set, because they're normally stuck to the pack, so it's very hard to get high grades on these. But $30,000 is a very nice price for the card. Pop count for this for PSA 8 is 47. There's only 3 higher, and last I checked, this card used to be selling for $15,000. Now it's $30,000. So over time, this is just going to increase. PSA 9 last I checked was $75,000. The next vintage card is 1980 Topps Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Dr. J card, $31,600. That is a lower price than what we saw a few months ago, but I mean, that's still a remarkable price. For the one with Sigmund instead of Dr. J, pop count for PSA 9 would be 206. But the card in front of us, the pop count is 613, but only 24 PSA 10s, and those normally sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Next is 1961 Fleer Basketball Oscar Robinson, number 36 PSA 8, sold for $31,836.78. This is not a surprising price. I know a PSA 9 sells for about $63,000. So for PSA 8, there's 107, and PSA 9 pop count is 14, and then there's 1 PSA 10. Next, going strong is the 1951 number 66 Gordie Howe. $56,600. They went through a bidding war with receiving 67 bids. This card only has a pop count of 34, and there's only 3 higher. There is one. No, it should be one. There's only one PSA 9, and that PSA 9 will probably sell in the 6-figure range. But hockey's going strong. Speaking of hockey, you got the GOAT, Wayne Gretzky, 1979 Topps. Wayne Gretzky rookie number 18 PSA 9 sold for $56,990, which is a ridiculous price. Yeah, pop count for this is not that high, 127, and 2 PSA 10s. That crazy enough sells in the high 6 to 7 figure range. All right, last but not least is 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 3 VG. So for this card, it's $84,500. So I believe this is a rumor has it that this card was dumped into the Atlantic Ocean back in the day. A lot of these cards, and that's why the pop count is so low compared to other 52 Topps and other just baseball cards in the 50s. But yeah, this is a very rare card, very impressive. Mickey Mantle is one of the GOATs of baseball and one of the most iconic cards. Next is 1979 OPC Wayne Gretzky. And basically the card sold for a $95,500. I'm a bit suspicious because SGC is the old label. People generally don't want the card in the old label form. And also for SGC, it's a reputable company, but I think one of the issues is old labels you can easily replicate. All right, so now last but not least is 1957 Topps Basketball Moses Malone 254 PSA 10. Believe there's no higher grades in this. I believe there's 34 PSA 10s for this card, of this card, and I believe it's like 300 and something for PSA 9s. Very rarely does this card sell. Sold PWCC for $11,000. This dude is underrated, underappreciated, 3-time MVP, Finals MVP, championship. Like, yeah, he is the real deal. I mean, he passed away in 2015. Definitely Hall of Famer. And yeah, that concludes the top selling cards. This is more of an honorable mention. This last card is one of my favorites. I missed out on it. I didn't know this auction was going on, but I'm going to actually pick up one of these. But please like, comment, subscribe, and also give me suggestions of other videos to make.